Welcome back to Shannel News, where we're going to be discussing a trending topic. Now, the topic today is about sweetly seasoned food truck in Texas. This is the owner, Kim. Kim's integrity is being questioned after a popular TikToker, Keith Lee, visited her food truck and tipped her and her crew $4,000. Now, I must admit, when Keith Lee was eating that barbecue, it looked so good, okay? So it was like, okay, now she really about to come up because he's going to give her a good review. He tipped her great, and everything was going to be great for Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck, so you thought. Keith Lee gave Kim simple instructions. He said, Kim, you take $2,000 of the $4,000 and keep that for yourself, but give $1,000 to the person that's cutting hair outside your truck and also to the braider who's also braiding outside your truck. I can already tell by Kim's face that she wasn't going to split that money up right. But I said, you know what? We're going to trust that the Lord going to make Kim do what she needs to do. That the Lord going to speak to Kim's heart. And honey, that did not happen. Kim told the barber and the braider that it was going to take a couple of days for the $4,000 to hit her account and that she would be able to distribute the money at that time. But when that money hit Kim's account, Kim decided that money looked too good to be distributed out to people she said she did not know. Kim said if she going to do anything, she said she was going to take $1,000 and give that to her son and allow her son to distribute the money as he saw fit. I'm like, your son? How did your son get in this? Kim said that the braider and the barber was friends of her son. And I'm like, girl, so you going to let your son do his friends like that, even though you heard out of Keith Lee's mouth that you needed to distribute this money equally amongst the people that he assigned the money to? Because that's Keith Lee money. That's not your money, honey. I felt like Keith Lee saw a community of people working together, hustling in one community, and he liked that, and he wanted to share the wealth. But Kim said, nah, she's not doing that. Kim could care less that the barber drove out of his way to her food truck to cut her two sons' hair out the kindness of his heart. Yes, he did charge him, but the barber charged her son's gas money for the trip? I don't think so. Sherelle, the braider, had to take to her own TikTok to personally out Kim for her integrity or lack thereof. Sherelle even told Kim that you don't even have to give me my $1,000 that Keith Lee told you to give me. I just want you to give my brother the money that he worked for, that he earned. And Kim was like, nah, talk to Trey, my son, about that. At this point, it seemed like the whole family, Kim and her son, Trey, have no integrity, and therefore nobody should be trusting what they're doing behind the walls of that truck when it comes to that barbecue, girl, because I no longer want to plate Miss Kim. Kim later took to her TikTok and said that she needed to hear from Keith Lee's own mouth to discuss what he wanted her to do with that money. It's like, girl, Keith already told you what he wanted you to do with the money. You just act like you didn't want to hear it, and you act like you didn't want to distribute it. So at this point, girl, what do you want Keith to do? Sign language it to you? Well, that wasn't a problem because Keith Lee took back to his TikTok to re-explain to Kim what he said to her, even though we all heard it on video that he said $2,000 to her, $1,000 to the barber, $1,000 to the braider. After Kim heard Keith Lee's TikTok, then she took back to her TikTok to apologize and say, hey, come on down here and get this money. I told you to come get this money, but now she talking about she don't want this money. Girl, I'm like, Miss Kim, nobody don't trust you or your shiesty sons. Girl, I ain't finna come down there and try to get no money from y'all at that shiesty truck because I ain't no telling what y'all gonna do when we get down there, girl. Girl, at this point, it's beyond us coming down meeting up for that money, girl. And at this point, we need to call a lawyer, girl, because we can't trust you no more, okay? We just can't trust you, simply point blank, period. Because, girl, the way Miss Kim was looking when she gave that so-called apologize, girl, her eyes was telling us, girl, Sherelle and her brother ain't safe coming back down there to their truck, honey. Because if they do, they're going to be on the menu by next week. Nice and seasoned, baby, falling off the bone. At this point, honey, we're going to have to send Suge Knight down there to pick up the check, or we're going to go ahead and tell you to PayPal that over to my account, girl. But then I can't trust you with that neither, girl. So, girl, yeah, I don't know how we're going to work this out other than going to court, Miss Kim. Miss Kim, at this point, I just hope that $4,000 take you and your family far and wide because, girl, nobody else can come back down there to that truck other than Jeffrey that live on the corner who drank liquor every weekend, and you the only place that he can go to get something to eat, because nobody with integrity is going to be pulling up to that truck at this point. I can't even trust it. And then look at your shirt right now, girl. I don't know what's on that shirt right now, girl. I don't want my barbecue sandwich being served up by you at this point, Miss Kim. I'm sorry to say it. Because, Miss Kim, if you really was thinking, you would have sat down in Sherelle's chair after you closed down the food truck and got your hair retwisted and redone and rebraided, baby. Something greased up, something to the back, baby, because what's going on right now is not giving what it's supposed to have gave. Okay, so I don't trust your barbecue, your hair, your dress, or that shirt you wearing, Miss Kim. Miss Kim, the way you did your son friends when they came out with the kindness of their heart to help you in your business and to cut your son's hair so they can be so fresh and so clean out there on the day that you out there serving the community, girl, I cannot come out there and support you after you did that to some people that call themselves your son's friends. What kind of mother are you? Miss Kim, at this point, girl, you done messed up the Keith Lee effect all the way around when it comes to a sweetly seasoned food truck in Texas, girl. To make it so bad, Miss Kim, that wasn't even your money. That was Keith Lee money. That was free money that he was giving you so that you can serve the community and to also to keep marketing going for your business. The person with a bad heart gonna always show themselves, okay? Especially in 2024, girl. We ain't got time for people with no integrity trying to stand up as if they have integrity, serving ribs. At this point, Miss Kim, I'll suggest that you take that $2,000 and plus an extra $75 per $1,000 to give to Sherelle and her brother and drop it off at the church, girl. And tell the pastor to give it to Sherelle and her brother when they come in, girl. I'm going to ask that you leave the church, okay? And after you repent for what you done, girl. And then after you do that, Miss Kim, maybe somebody may stop by that food truck, girl, after you get your heart right, okay, on the right side of the Lord, okay, because they say sinners got to eat too. Now, Miss Kim, I don't pray for nobody's downfall, but girl, you did this to yourself, okay? So I hope you get right with the Lord, girl, and not just say it, okay? Because right now, the apology that you gave on TikTok do not equal up, okay? Because it still seems like you mad and pissed off, and I don't trust that Sherelle and her brother is safe around you and your sons. So I wish you the best, girl, okay? I hope you get things right, okay? Because right now, girl, your energy is bad, and it needs to be turned around. Now, Keith Lee done said what he said. I done said what I said. So, girl, there's nothing else to say at this point. Okay, so bye, Miss Kim. I want to thank everybody for tuning into this video. Okay, I hope that everybody who's listened to this video has the right integrity moving forward in life so that we all can prosper, because that's the goal, right? So I'll talk to you later, girl. Bye.